Hello, all of you. Good morning. And today's class is modals. Here, let me tell you what are modals. These are the auxiliary verbs. Okay, under the topic of verbs only. Modals. Okay, in verbs actually, right? Let us see here what are the modals. Yeah. See, in English here, verb is here a key word of a sentence. And again under verbs here there are helping verbs and main verbs. You know that. And we have already discussed here what are helping verbs, what are their main verbs. These helping verbs are also called as here, helping verbs are also called as auxiliary verbs. Is it clear? Right? Now, here, why I am going to here cover these modal auxiliaries? Right? The objective of this class is to make aware of the usage of modals in everyday conversations. Right? In day-to-day conversations, we use here modal auxiliaries. That is a will, shall, like that. Okay, 50% of our conversation involves these modals. Next objective is here to compare the usage of modals with examples. And here to prepare the students for competitive exams at advanced level. These are the main objectives of this lesson, right? And the methodology applied in this one is here mainly here to consume time, right? And to save time, especially here I have used this method, deductive method. Of course, here in this deductive method also, I used a sufficient number of examples to get clarity. Okay. Next, I have used a comparative method to get clarity over the usage of modals. Then, here in the examples, here my method is a situational or context-based explanation. Right? Let us move to here the topic. Topic verbs here. What are these here? And in the topics verbs here, verbs are divided into main verbs. Okay, these verbs are divided into main verbs or principal verbs, and the next one is helping verbs. Helping verbs. Right? Again, here in main verbs here, there are different forms of main verbs. That is V1 form, or V2 form, or V3 form, V4 form. For our convention here, we use V1, V2, V3, V4. V1 is nothing but it is the base form. This is present form. Okay? Present form. And V2 is nothing but it is a past form. Past form. And V3 is nothing but past participle. Past participle. And V4 is nothing but here present participle. Present participle. Right? So in V1 here, present form is base form, that is go. Example. Past form went, V2 form. Okay, past participle form gone, and present participle going. So for our convention, we say this go is the V1 form or do form. This is a did form or V2 form, and this one is a past participle form or V3 form, and this one is here present participle or V4 form. So, right? So while here using these here, instead of saying here present form, past form, I say V1, V2, V3, V4. V1 is the base form, V2 is the past form, V3 is the past participle form, V4 is the present participle. Right? That is V-ing form. Okay? Right. And here within a sentence, generally we use the main verb in association with the helping verb. Then only here the tenses, various tenses can be formed. Right? So, within a sentence, subject, verb, object or complement. In the verb again here there will be a helping verb and main verb. Is it clear? Right? So, if you get a command over the usage of these helping verbs with the main verb, right? There we can have clarity in the tenses. Right? So, according to the period of the action, we use different tenses. Different tenses means different verb forms in association with the helping verbs. Right? Now here, let us know here what are the helping verbs. These helping verbs are also often called as auxiliaries. Okay? Auxiliaries means, you see here, with the main verb here, we use these be forms. With the main verb being form, we use be, is, am, are, was, were, been, or being plus verbing form. With the perfect use in perfect tenses, we use have or has or had. Okay, these are the helping verbs to be used in perfect tenses, and the main verb will be V3. And the dummy auxiliaries do, did. Generally, in questions and negative sentences, in the present and past tense, okay, we use here do or did. Even with the third person singular, we use here does also. Okay, does, do, did. Right? With this one, we use here the main verb V1. Generally, these dummy auxiliaries are not seen in the positive statements. Here, they can be seen only in the negative sentences and interrogative sentences. That is in questions. In positive statements, we don't see this does, do, or did, because these are mixed with the main verb here. Right? Next, passive helping verbs. Passive helping verbs are used only in passive voice. When within a sentence, when object comes first, right? When the verb is in passive voice, right? Then we use here these passive helping verbs. Okay, similar to be forms. But here the difference is here in a passive voice we use these be forms followed by main verb V3. Right? Whereas in active voice here, after be forms, in active voice the subject comes first, then be forms followed by verbing form. And these are mainly used in continuous tenses only. Whereas these be forms, are used in passive voice according to the tense, followed by main verb V3. Okay? Okay, but today's topic is here this one, modals. Right? What are the modals here? Will, shall, can, may, would, should, could, might, must, need, ought to, have to, like that. These are called here modal auxiliaries, or often we simply call modals, and these are followed by the main verb V1. Is it clear? Always here, these are followed by just verb based form, that is present form. Okay? Right, you remember this one. Today's topic is here, these modals here, and some people think that okay, this will, shall here will be used for future actions to indicate future actions. Yes, that's true. But not only that, okay, they have additional uses in our day-to-day conversation. Is it clear? Even some people think that would, should or could here, they are used only in past tense. But not only in the past tense, but in day-to-day conversations, in making a request or even giving a suggestion or taking a suggestion, here we often use these, right? That's why here most of the day-to-day conversation here deals with these modal auxiliaries only, right? Generally they involve here asking a question or seeking information, seeking permission, giving permission, making requests, giving information, taking information. Is it clear? Giving advice, right? here these will involve here in day-to-day conversation, and in such areas here, these modal auxiliaries are very, very important. Okay. Here now let us see the okay. I have taken these in a comparative method. Is it clear? Right? Let us see here the usage of here various models in comparison. Right? Yeah. Now here let us go to the first one here. This is the comparison. Right? Comparison. Okay. Between shall and should. Shall and should. You see. So when to use shall, when to use should. Is it clear? Between these two auxiliaries there is a comparison. This is here. You can take it as table. Okay, table 1. Okay, that is comparison between shall and should. See here. Generally here shall, first let us go with the shall and say, okay, in comparison should also. First one here, what is that? To express future obligation or necessity. If there is a need to do in future, okay, we use here shall. We shall go home soon. Means there is a need, there is a necessity. Is it clear? There is a requirement. So you may think it is just like a suggestion, but here it is obligation or necessity. Here we shall go home soon, or you shall go home soon. Yeah, if we use it here with the second person, generally it sounds like a suggestion. Okay, you shall take precautions properly. It is just like giving a suggestion. You shall take precautions properly. Okay, you shall follow the rules. Is it clear? Just like here, making a suggestion. Right? Even shall we go to a movie? It is also here making a suggestion. Shall we go to movie? Just like let's go to a movie. In the same way, shall we go to movie? Is it clear? Shall we have a cup of coffee? Okay. Shall we have something to drink? Is it clear? This is here making a suggestion. Is it clear? Or you can say it's an offer also. To offer also we can use here. Okay. Shall we have a cup of tea? Means when I here make this suggestion, I am going to offer you. Okay. Shall we have a cup of tea? Shall we go to movie? Is it clear? Right? So if it is okay. This shall we go, this structure is here to make an offer or to make a suggestion. Shall we go? Is it clear? And giving a suggestion, you shall take precautions properly. Right? Shall I apply for this job? This is okay, taking suggestion. Taking suggestion. To take suggestion. Shall I apply? Okay. Here. What do you think here? Shall I apply for the job? Okay, is it here suitable for me? Shall I apply for that job? Next, even to seek or give permission. To seek permission. What is that here? Here, shall I take leave now? Shall I take leave now? Shall I move? Yeah. Right? Yeah. Is it clear? Then, to seek suggestion or advice. To seek or, okay, seek or take here, both are same. Seek or take, both are same. Okay? What shall we do? What shall we do now? Just I am asking for your suggestion. What shall we do now? Is it clear? Right? Okay. Here also if you observe for this should, similar expressions will be there, but little bit difference. You see, to express a present or future compulsion. Here it is just only obligation or necessity, but here it is a compulsion. We should attend the meeting. If I say here we shall attend the meeting means, okay, there is a need here. There is a need. We shall. Okay, we better go. Like that. So if I say we should attend the meeting, it is compulsory. Okay, it is a compulsory action. Okay, so that is the difference between shall and should. Generally with elders here, when we speak with elders, we should not use you should. Okay, we can just suggest them. Okay, you shall take the medicines precautions properly. Okay, you shall take medicines properly, like that. Okay, but to youngers or where we say here, where we insist with our equals or youngers with whom intimacy is more here, we can give suggestion or make suggestion like this. You should take precautions properly. Okay, with elders, don't use this should for making suggestions. Don't say you should. Is it clear? Right? So with elders you can say here you shall, means it's better. Okay, is it clear? To take the suggestion or to know the necessity. Here, to take the suggestion. Okay, here also same, this one and this one. What shall we do now? Just to take a suggestion, to seek suggestions, advice. Here, to know whether there is any necessity. Okay, is there any compulsion? Should I bring an umbrella? Is it essential, very essential? Like that. Again see here, shall and should here, almost both are same. Here, this is to express future obligation, okay, or necessity. Just like, is there any necessity? Simply. But here, this should is here for compulsion. Okay, this is also for future, this is also for future. Right? In both cases, here it is a future action only. But here it is just obligation or necessity, and here it is a compulsion. See the difference between this one and this one. Okay? Right. So, in the second case also here you shall take precautions properly. Is it clear? With elders we have to use this one only. We should not use here this you should take. We can say this here with youngsters here. Okay, who is younger to us and with whom we can have intimacy and okay, that much here command here. There you can say you should. But with elders don't say you should. Right? And here this is should I bring an umbrella? Means is there strong compulsion? Is it very essential? Compulsory? Okay, to say like this. This is just to just to know their suggestion, to take their suggestion. What shall we do now? Right? Is it clear? That is the difference. Next one here, we shall move to the next one. Here, this is the comparison table 2. This is the table 2. Here, will, okay, and would only. Table 2, will and would. Is it clear? Right? So, in this one also here, we can have some comparisons. See, what is the will plus V1? To express future action. They will go to Chennai tomorrow. They will go to Chennai tomorrow. The same future action here, come to this side here, to express future action in reported speech. She said that they would go to Chennai here the next day. So, the same here, okay, the future action, if it expressed in reported speech. She said that they would go to Chennai the next day. So generally it is of past actions. It is of past actions, Future actions which are reported in past. Future actions which are spoken in the past. Right? They said that they would go to Chennai next day. What is the actual sentence or sentence? Okay. She says here, they will go to Chennai tomorrow. Those are the exact words of the speaker. But what we say in our reported speech, in our words, she said that they would go to Chennai the next day. Is it clear? Okay. So, I will write here, they will go to Chennai next day, tomorrow. These are here the exact words of that lady, she said. This is here, this is the direct speech. They will go to Chennai tomorrow. So when we change it into reported speech here, that is the indirect speech, we say, she said that this will go becomes would go. Is it clear? They would go to Chennai the next day. Tomorrow becomes the next day. Okay? Right. Next, come to this side. Okay, will side. To express desire or willingness, I will become a lawyer. That is here my desire, my goal or my ambition. Is it clear? Right? I won't attend the function. Means I am not interested. Okay? To express the desire or willingness, I will become a lawyer. That is my desire. I will not attend the function. Means I am not interested. Okay? To express the willingness or desire. Okay? So, here we can, for the same desire, we can also use here would. When we use would here, okay, it becomes a strong desire or strong assumption. I would become a lawyer. I would become a lawyer. Is it clear? I would like to attend the function. I would like to attend the function. Strong desire or strong willingness. I would like to have a cup of coffee. That is my here interest. Strong desire. Is it clear? Right? Just desire or willingness, I will. Okay? If it is strong desire, go with the I would. Main verb is here V1 only. Right? Next, go to the third one. To express future possibility or expectation. Future possibility or expectation. Okay, it will rain now. It will rain now or it will rain soon. This is there is a possibility. There is a possibility. It will rain now. I am expecting that it will rain soon. Right? Possibility also. Here also, here you can use the would, but for past possibility. To express past possibility. Here, will plus V1 is to express future possibility, whereas here would plus V1 is used to express the past possibility. Past possibility. 50 years ago, there would be no pollution. There would be no pollution. Would plus V1. Here, okay, there would be fresh air. There would be fresh water. Okay, there would be no traffic jam. Is it clear? Right? That is future possibility. I am not sure here there was no pollution. Okay, if I am sure, I can say there was no pollution. If it is 100% certain, right? If I am sure, I can say there was no pollution. There was no pollution. Okay, there was fresh air. There was fresh water. If I am sure, 100% sure. But I am not 100% sure. I am saying here possibility was there here. Okay. Most here possibility was there. Okay. 50 years ago, there would be no pollution because, okay, there were no vehicles this much. That's why there would be no pollution. Means past possibility. I am speaking of a past possibility. Right? So there were many trees, okay, in the past 50 years ago. That's why there would be fresh air. Means the possibility was there. Right? There would be fresh water. Okay, if I speak of only past possibility, I can use here would plus V1. Right? Okay. And if I am sure, here we can use here was only, simply V2 form. Right? If I speak of only possibility, past possibility, would V1. If I am certain, 100% guarantee, just V2 form for past actions. Okay? For present possibility, you know, it will rain now or soon. Present or future possibility. Right? Next, fourth one. To make a request here. Even you can use here would plus V1 also to make a polite request. So what is that? What is the structure? Will you plus V1. Will you plus V1. So will you give me your pen? Will you give me your notes? Will you show me the way? Will you show me? Or will you reserve me 2 tickets? Right? Is it clear? This is here. When we use will you, it is not a polite request. Generally here, okay, we can use the will you with equals or, okay, who is younger to us. Right? To make the request more polite here, okay, you can use here would you. Okay, would you give me your pen? Would you give me your pen? Would you lend me 100 rupees? Right? Would you mind giving me 100 rupees? Would you mind bringing me some water? So here, what is the structure? Would you plus V1 form? Would you give me your pen? Okay? Would you lend me 100 rupees? Would you lend? Would you bring? Would you show? Is it clear? Would you plus V1? Or here, you can use here would you mind? Would you? When you use would you mind here, it should be followed by, okay, verb in form. Would you mind giving me some water? Would you mind giving me 100 rupees? Would you mind giving me your notes? Right? Would you mind showing me the details? Right? Would you mind sending me the data? Right? So like this here. So both can be used for requests, but will you is here not polite. Okay. Whereas here would you is polite. Okay. Next, to seek suggestion or advice. To seek suggestion or advice. What, okay, would you do? What would you do if you were in my position? What would you say if you were in my position? What would you say here? Okay? What do you do? Right? This is here to seek suggestion or advice. So here, there in the previous slide here, I said, shall we? Yeah, what shall we do? What shall I do? What shall I do? That is simple. But just give me some advice. What would you do if you were in my position? Is it clear? Right. This is here. This would be here more polite. Okay? Even to give suggestion also. I would kill him if I were in your position. Don't say if I was. After if, even though the subject is singular I, don't use here was. if I were, if you were, if he were only. Don't say if he was. Okay, after if, even though the subject is singular, okay, don't use a V1 form, use V2 form only. Right. Okay, don't use here singular verb here, use plural verb only. Right? Okay. If he was is wrong here, if he were is correct. If you were, if I were, if she were only. Is it clear? Okay, these are only assumptions only. So, I would kill him if I were in your position. If I were you, I would inform the police immediately. If I were you, I would inform, I would kill. Okay, I would do this. Okay, right? Even to make an offer also here we can use your would plus V1. Would you like to have a cup of coffee? Would you like? Okay, plus V1. Would you like something to drink? Would you like to have a cup of coffee? Okay. Would you like to, what is that, have something cold? Would you like to have something cold? Would you like to have? Would you like to listen to some songs? Would you like to listen? Would you like to plus V1? What is that? Would you like to plus V1? Would you like to listen to songs? Would you like to watch the program? Would you like to watch cricket on TV? Like that. Or you can say here, instead of a cup of coffee, what would you like to have? Bring this in the place of a cup of coffee. Here, bring what in the beginning? What would you like to have? What would you like to listen? What would you like to drink? What would you like to play? Is it clear? So if you, just to practice these, okay, once or twice here, use them in some your own sentences, right? So that if you use them 2-3 times, automatically you can get command over the structure. Because while speaking, don't think of any grammatical structure. Don't worry about your grammatical mistakes. If you start thinking of grammatical mistakes, or if you start worrying regarding the grammar, right, there will be a break, okay, in your fluency, right? So just to practice it 2-3 times. What would you like to plus V1 form? What would you like to have? What would you like to drink? What would you like to play? Is it clear? What would you like to eat? Would you like to have meals? Would you like to have chapatis? Like that. Okay? Just practice them 2-3 times, and that structure here, you can get the structure automatically fixed in your brain. Okay? So see here once again, here these here comparisons. This is for future action. This is also to express the future action in reported speech. Generally, speaking of the actions in past. Then this is here to express the desire or willingness. Here would plus V1 also to express desire or assumption, but strong desire or strong assumption. Next, this is the third one. Will plus V1 is to express future possibility or expectation. Here, would plus V1 is used here to express past possibility. And fourth one, will plus V1 is used to make a request, okay, which is not very much polite. And whereas would you plus V1, okay, is used to make a polite request. And here this would plus V1 is also used to seek suggestion. What would you do? What would you say? Right? Even to give suggestion, I would plus V1. If I were in your position, I would kill him. I would inform the police. Even to make an offer, better use would plus V1. Would you like to have a cup of coffee? What would you like to drink? Like that. Clear now? Okay, let us move to the next. This is the here table 3. Table 3, right? And comparison between can and could. Can and could. Right? See. First one here, see can plus V1. Here. First one here, to express present or future ability. I can lift 50 kg bag. Means I am able to lift. And remember, don't use can and able together. Can itself is able. Okay? Don't say, I can be able to lift. Don't say like that. I am able to lift. I am able to lift 50 kg bag. Or I can lift 50 kg bag. Can plus V1. I can solve this problem. Is it clear? I can climb that mountain. I can climb that wall. That is ability. It shows the present or future ability. Right? And come to this side here, could plus V1. Here, to express past ability. Past means here, okay. Right? Example here, take it here. When I was at college, okay, when I was 20 years old, I could lift 100 kg bag. I could lift 50 kg bag. This is in past only. Could plus V1 is to express past ability. Can plus V1 is to express present or future ability. Okay? Next. Second one. To express present or future possibility. We can reach God in many ways. There is a possibility of reaching God in many ways. Okay? You can reach IARE through Outer Ring Road or through Gandimaisama Road here or Kukatpalli Road. There are many ways. You can reach God in many ways. You can reach IARE in many ways. Is it clear? This is your present possibility. Possibility is there. And here, this could plus V1 is to express past possibility. Remember, here, even you can use would V1, will V1, could V1 or can V1 to express your possibilities. To express present or future possibility, can V1 or will V1. To express past possibility, could would V1 or could V1. Is it clear? Right? So, both are correct only here. I tried to solve this problem, but I couldn't. I couldn't solve it. Means it was not possible for me. Right? So, I couldn't solve it. I tried a lot, but I couldn't solve it. I couldn't get it. Means, okay, it was not possible. Right? Next, come to this side here, can plus V1. To make a request. Here, what is the structure? Can you plus V1. Okay, can you plus V1. Okay, can you show me the way to railway station? Can you show me the way to IARE? Is it clear? Right? Even you can use this could you also. But okay, to make a request, to make the most polite request, you can use could you plus V1. This is the most polite request. Could you plus V1. So now you may ask me, sir, for requests, there are many methods, no? Okay, generally here, let me tell you, Okay. You can use here will you plus V1 form, right? Can you plus V1 form, or would you, okay, would you plus V1 form, or could you plus V1 form, would you, or do you mind plus V form. These are the different types of making requests. To make requests. You can use all these structures. Okay? But remember here, the politeness increases from will you to could you or would you mind. Is it clear? Right? So here, politeness. Here I will write here. Politeness increases from top to bottom. You see here, what is that here? If I ask you, will you give me your pen? It is not polite. Okay? It is impolite. Will you give me your pen? Next, can you give me your pen? It is just polite here. Okay, can you give me? Would you give me your pen? More polite. Could you give me your pen? It is most polite. Is it clear? So we can use will you, can you, would you, could you, would you mind. So we can use all these to make requests. But will you is less polite. Can you is just polite. Would you is more polite. Could you is the most polite. Is it clear? Right? So you have to remember this. With elders, don't use here these two, first two. Better use here would you or could you with elders, or would you mind. Okay? Is it clear? Next, let us move to the next one. To take permission. Can I have your pen? Can I have your pen? To take permission also we can use here many. May I use your pen? May I have your pen? Okay? Is it clear? Can I have your pen? What is the difference may I have and can I have? May I have is very, it is not that much polite. It is a very casual. May I have it? So, definitely we expect the answer yes when I say here, may I come in, sir? Generally here, the answer is yes only. Can I? Can I is just here. It is a very polite here. The answer may be here yes or no. But for may I, answer will be usually expected. Is it clear? So you can use may I or can I. To take permission, can I have your pen? Yeah. To give permission, you can go now. Even you may go now is okay, casual permission. You can go now. Is it clear? That is the next level. Okay, to give, to take or give permission, generally we use may I. Right? But next level here, which is very not common, general, we can say can I and you can. Can I have your pen? Yeah. Can I go out? Yeah. We can ask may I go out? Okay, generally the answer will be yes. That is very common. Okay. But can I is not common. Okay. Just something it should have some occasion, some specialty. Is it clear? You can go now. Is it clear? Right? Next, to give suggestion. To give suggestion. You can take this medicine twice a day regularly. Okay. To give a suggestion. You can write that course. You can write that exam. That is a suggestion. Right? You can apply for this job. That is a suggestion. Right? So now see the comparison between can and could. Okay? Right. Now let us move to the next one. Yeah. This is may plus V1 and might plus V1. So this is table 4. Table 4. This is here comparison between may and might. May and might. Table 4. Okay. See this. Generally here may or might, they indicate probabilities. Probabilities means 50-50 chances. Can will have more chances. Would will have most of the chances. Right? May is 50-50. Can is little bit more. Okay? And would is here more than that one. Okay? So order of the possibility, highest is the would. Next, could. Right? Highest is here, will, would. Next, can, could. Next, 50-50 is may, might. Okay. See this one. To express present or future probability. Probability, chances only. 50-50 chances. The sky is cloudy. It may rain now. Okay. It may rain now. Means 50-50. It may rain now means it may not rain now. Chances, both chances are there. Right? This is to express present or future probability. Not the possibility, probability. 50-50 chance. Okay? It may rain now means it may not rain now also. Next, this one. Might plus V1. To express past probability. The Sindhu was playing well. When I saw that game, she was playing well. Okay? But I left that place. Okay? I stopped watching. Right? But when I saw, she was playing well. She might win. Okay? I'm not sure whether she won or not, but she might win because when I saw, she was playing well. Okay? Past probability. Okay, I'm not sure whether she won it or not. Okay, if I'm sure, I can say she won, but I'm not sure. But when I watched that play, she was playing well, right? But I left the place in the middle only. So when I saw her, she was playing well. She might win, means 50-50 chances. She might win means she might not win also. Okay, this is past probability. This is present or future probability. Next, to take or give a formal permission. To take or give a formal permission. May I come in, sir? May I go, sir? Very for the sake of formality only. Right? So, even to give permission, you may go now. Okay. Next, in this, you can use might also, but to take unusual permission. Actually, we should not take permission, but it is essential. In that case here, we have to ask, which is unusual, right? Which should not be generally. Might I smoke in the class, sir? Can we smoke in the class? Not correct, no? But in Western countries, when the weather here is very chilled here, very cold here, okay, to warm up the body here, they make a habit of smoking. So, the person feels it essential. Then in that case here, might I smoke in the class, right? And generally we should not ask here to go home early, especially in the banks or in offices where we expect the customers in the 11th hour, right? There we should not ask for permission to go early. But if you feel it is very essential, you can use here, might I go. Instead of may I go, you can say, might I go home little early, sir? Right. May I go is very formal. Okay. But especially in the banks or offices where here clients or customers are expected in the 11th hour also, right? So we should not take permission. Is it clear? Right? But if it is essential, here, instead of using may I, use here might I. Might I go home little early, sir? Right? Now. Third, now come to left side here, may I, here. To make a formal request, may I use your mobile please? You can use here, can I use or may I use? Is it clear? May I is very formal, very formal. May I use your mobile please? May I have your notes please? Okay, right? May I. Okay. Next, to seek information also. To seek information, generally we use may I only, no other. May I know the train timings to Chennai please? May I know the office timings please? Here, may I know the details of the fee structure please? Right? May I know the courses available in your college please? Okay. May I know your good name? Good name is Indian context only. So in Indian culture we use may I know your good name? Tava Shubhanama Kim. Okay? What is instead of asking what is your name, better ask here may I know your name. What is your name is that is very here cruel, okay, uncivilized, harsh. Don't ask what is your name. May I know your name is the polite one. Okay? And what is your name is impolite. Don't ask anyone what is your name. Unless they are very kids, okay, whom you can have some comment here. You can say what is, you can ask what is your name. Otherwise, better here use may I only. May I know your good name please? Okay? Just to seek information. May I know the details? May I know the train timings? Right? Next. Another one is here to bless or curse. To bless or curse. This one. Right? Yeah. May you plus V1 form. Okay. May you plus V1 form. Here, may you have a sound health. May you have a grand success. Or you may have a grand success. You may have or may you have. Okay? Is it clear? May you have grand success. Here. This is not question here. Okay, sorry here. This question mark is not necessary here. Okay. Exclamatory mark only. Exclamatory mark. Okay. May you have grand success. May you have sound health. Right? May God bless you with children. May God be one. May the devils suck your blood. May you kick the bucket soon. Kick the bucket means die. Right? May you plus V1. May you have a grand success. Okay. May you have a sound health. May God bless you with children. May God bless you with sound health. May God bless you with success. With success. Bless you with success. May the devils suck your blood. May the devils plus V1. May God plus V1. May you kick the bucket soon. These are, okay, blessings or cursings. Right? Now here we shall move to other miscellaneous models. Yeah, these are here. This is table. Table 5. 1, 2. Table 5. That is miscellaneous. Miscellaneous. Right? Other. Okay, models. Miscellaneous. Ought to, need to, or need, used to, right? Have or have to. In this one, right? Let us see here other models here. Ought to here just to give or make polite suggestion or to express moral obligation. Moral, it is moral responsibility. Okay, you ought to attend the yoga sessions. It is an obligation. Or it is a suggestion here. You ought to attend the yoga classes. You ought to respect your elders. You ought to. That is a moral obligation. This is a suggestion. Ought to plus V1. It is a suggestion. Polite suggestion. You ought to go. You ought to take medicines regularly. With elders, instead of using should, you can say you ought to. Polite suggestion. With elders, instead of saying you should take precautions, we have to say you ought to take precautions properly. Is it clear? That is polite suggestion to elders. Even moral obligation also. What is the moral obligation here? You ought to respect your elders. That is a moral responsibility. Okay? You ought to serve your country. That is moral responsibility. Right? For moral responsibility to, okay, tell their moral responsibility or moral obligation or to make polite suggestion, we can use ought to. Okay, so to make suggestions generally we here, okay, very weak is here shall, you shall. Okay, you should is strong. Okay, and very polite is ought to. Very polite is ought to. Okay, right. Next, second one is here need to. Need to means to remain the necessity. You need to pass the examination. You need to take booster dose. Is it clear? Necessity is there because you are very weak. Your immunity system is very weak. You need to take your booster dose. Okay, right. You need to pass the examination for your degree. Next, this is a need to. We know here it is here to express a necessity. Yeah, you need to bring your original certificates for the interview. That is a necessity, right? You need to fill this form. Okay, right. Next, which is essentially next to express the compulsion or certainty. Compulsion generally we use here should and must. Okay, should and must we use here. You should go there. You should take this medicine. That is a strong advice here. Okay, if I say you must take this medicine means there is no alternative. Is it clear? Is it clear? You should means I am forcing you. I am suggesting you strongly. You should. But if I say you must take this medicine means there is no alternative to you. Is it clear? So even must is also here. In the past, must have or must be, okay, to express okay, our opinion, which we feel here it was 100% correct. Yeah, right? That is another one also. He must be a, right. This is he must be a milkman. He must be a milkman. He must be a milkman. He must be a milkman means I'm certain, I'm sure that he is a milkman. Okay. See the context. Someone is knocking the door. Yeah. Can you expect who is he? He must be a milkman. Means I'm sure. Okay, he is a milkman. Okay. More certainty is there. 100% certainty is there. He must be a milkman because he usually comes this time only. See the context again. Someone is knocking at the door. Yeah. Can you say? Can you expect who is he or who is she? Who is knocking at the door? Then my answer. He must be a milkman. Means I am 100% certain that he is a milkman. In that case here you can say he must be a milkman. He usually comes this time only. Right? So to express certainty, okay, we use must. To express the compulsion also we use must. Compulsion or certainty. Next. Used to. Used to plus V1 is to express past habits. Used to. See, to express past habits. When I was at school, I used to wear uniform. I used to wear shoes. Okay? Is it clear? When I was here in intermediate, I used to walk for miles. I used to run for 8 kilometers. I used to run 8 kilometers daily. Is it clear? I used to take exercise regularly. In the past, not present. Okay? Last year, not now. Last year, I used to go to temple, okay, every Sunday. Right? Not present habit here. To express the past habits only, we use it to plus V1. Right? Next. Here, have to or has to or had to. Okay, to express the necessity or obligation. So, similar to this one only. Here, similar to this need only. But here it is just like not this much strong as must. Must is here very strong to remind strong compulsion or necessity. Right? Here you say you have to clear your +2 examinations to write SAT exam. You have to clear your +2. Means there is a need, there is a necessity. You are not eligible unless you clear your +2 exams. You have to clear your +2 exams to write SAT exam. Right? Here you have to take these precautions. You have to take these precautions. Okay? Right? Means necessity is there. Okay? You have to fill this form. That is a necessity. Okay? Right? You should means I am forcing you. Right? You must means there is no other way. Right? You have to means there is a need. Okay? You need to fill, you need to clear. So more here, more necessity. Then have to, has to, need to indicates, okay, more necessity. Okay? Right. Now here let us move to some exercises. Here before completing this session. Here, now here are the explanations here. The errors in the use of modals with explanation. You see, there are some mistakes in the usage of modal auxiliaries. You have to find out. You should not hurry. You should not hurry. There is a plenty of time. So what should we use here? Instead of you should not hurry, the correct form is you need not hurry. Is it clear? There is plenty of time, so there is no need of being hurry. Right? Yeah. The case is serious. Okay, you should consult a doctor. Okay, the case is serious. You should consult a doctor. So, if it is with elders, you can't say here you should. Okay, with elders, you can't say you should. Is it clear? Right? But it is compulsory. Okay, it is compulsory. Consulting a doctor is very compulsion. So, here instead of should, you can use here you must consult a doctor. You must consult a doctor. There is no other alternative. Right? The case is serious. You should consult a doctor means it is strong advice. But I am saying there is no alternative method here. Is it clear? Only remedy is you must consult a doctor because the case is serious. Okay? So, very here little bit difference between should and must. Should is a suggestion. Must means compulsion. There is no alternative. Right? When I was young, I had worked for 12 hours a day. When I was young. So, we are speaking of the past habits. So, here you can use I used to work. Used to work. Right? When I was here young, I used to work 12 hours a day. That is past habit only. Next, should you care for a glass of milk? Should you care for a glass of milk? Means, can I take here a glass of milk here? So just will instead of should here you can use will you care for a glass of milk? Okay. So this is here just asking permission. Asking here the suggestion here, right? And not suggestion here, exactly what can you say? Will you care for a glass of milk means, can I take here a glass of milk? That is just indirectly it is a request. Indirectly it is a request. Here, will you care for a glass of milk? Okay. Next. Even politeness you see here. Will you to can you politeness increases. Can you to would you politeness increases more. Would you to could you politeness will be increased here. Right? And would you mind or do you mind plus being form? It is the most polite one. So from this will you to could you and would you mind here, politeness is increasing. Just these are requests only. Will you care for a glass of milk means will you give me a glass of milk indirectly. That is a request. Okay. You should not go to college today. You should not go to college today. The teachers are on strike. When the teachers are on strike, why you should not go? Should not go is here just like instruction. Strong advisor instruction. Is it clear? Right? So here instead of should not, better use, okay, you need not. Need not go. You need not go to college today because the teachers are on strike. So there is no need. Okay? Next. I went to him so that I should warn him. I should warn him of the coming danger. Right? So here I went to him. As a result, what was the probability? I might warn him. So I should, okay, or I might warn. Or even I could warn also. Both are possible. But better choose the first one. I might warn means, yeah. Okay, probability was there. I went to him so that I might here warn him of the coming danger. Or I could warn him of the coming danger. Is it clear? So, even this is also possible. Okay. So, here might V1 present or future probability. Might and plus V1 past probability. Can V1 present or future possibility. Here could plus V1 past possibility. If you think this is okay past possibility, I went to him so that I could. Even you can select this could also. Because possibility was there. Possibility was there. I could warn him. Is it clear? Right? So, if it was speaking of only probability 50-50, you can use might. Okay. If more possibility is more than 50%, you can use could plus V1. Right? If probability 50-50 possibility, use might only. Because it is past only. If it is more than 50% possibility, you can use could V1. I went to him so that I could warn him of the coming danger. Right? Next. We eat so that here we should live is the wrong here. We may live. As a consequence. Here. Why do we eat here? Why do we eat? We eat so that we may live. Okay, we may not live also. Here. The probability, okay, the expectation here. Okay, we may live here longer. Okay, we eat usually. Right? We eat so that we may live. Next, one must serve here one's country. One must serve is wrong here. Okay. It is not compulsion. Must indicates compulsion. Okay. So, here you better say it is moral responsibility. For moral responsibility, better use here ought to. You ought to serve. You ought to serve. Okay. One ought to serve one's country. It is moral responsibility. Right? So here I am writing here once again. Right. Here this is we, serve we. So one must serve here one's country. You may not go there personally. You may not go there personally. Just send someone. Okay, just sending someone is enough. So you need not go there. You need not go there. Okay, just you can send someone. There is no need of your attendance. You need not go there personally. Right? Next, can I borrow your pen? So instead of can I borrow, you can say may I. You can use here may I borrow. Okay. He ran fast so that he could catch the bus. He ran fast. When he ran fast here, there is a possibility or a probability that he could catch the bus. Is it clear? But he, even though after running also, here, he may not catch the bus, no? Sometimes chances are there. So 50-50 chances. Yeah, this is of past. Okay, when it is of past here, so instead of may, you can use here might. He might caught the bus. He might catch the bus. Might catch. Okay? Means he might catch the bus or he might not catch the bus. He ran fast so that he might catch the bus. 50-50. Why I am saying 50-50? Even after running fast also, yeah, he could not catch the bus, no? 50-50 chances. That's why I am saying here when 50-50, when probability, when we speak of probability, we use here might for past probability. Next, my boy, here you must not have spoken this. Here must not have means compulsion here. Yeah, you shouldn't have spoken like this. Must not have. Okay? Shouldn't have. Instead of must not, yeah, go with this shouldn't. See here. You shouldn't have spoken. Right? You shouldn't have spoken this. Next, I cannot accept your challenge. You are too strong. So facing something here instead of cannot, you better say here dare not. Dare not. How dare? I dare not accept. Dare not plus V1 form. I dare not accept your challenge. Facing something here, just dare not. Okay. Next, the doctor should do everything possible to save a patient. So here it is the moral responsibility, okay, of a doctor. So moral responsibility ought to do. The doctor ought to do everything possible to save a patient. Is it clear? Next, had he worked hard? Okay, had he worked hard means if he had worked hard. So here, instead of might have, we can say would have. He would have passed. He would have, okay, passed. Means more possibility. More possibility. So might is only 50-50 probability. So would have is most possibility. When there is most possibility, would have. We can use would or would have. Is it clear? So more possibility, could have. Just a 50-50 probability, might have. Is it clear? Right? Had he worked hard, means if he had worked hard, he did not work hard actually. But if he had worked hard, okay, or had he worked hard, okay, he would have passed. Is it clear? Right? See the answers here like this. Next, with the help of a dictionary, here you may learn here. No, not you may. You You may means 50-50 only. Here, you can learn. You can learn. Right? I was afraid that if I asked him again, he would refuse here. He not could here. It's more possibility. He would refuse. When there is more possibility, most possibility would refuse. That's why I was afraid. Because there are more chances of refusing. That's why I was afraid. Okay? So, he was working hard so that he was working hard. He was working hard so that he might get here good marks. Working hard means right. Possibly when I observed him, he was working hard. Is it clear? So I am sure he might get good marks. Chances are there. But remember, at that moment, as I said, Sania was playing well. So she might win. She might not win also. Is it clear? So he was working hard so that he might get, this is a 50-50 chances only. If you want to say more chances, he could. Right? Next. When would you accompany me here to Calcutta? So instead of would here, better here use will. When will you accompany me to Calcutta? Future. Is it clear? Next, he played with me when he was a boy. He played. So instead of played here, past habit. He used to play. He used to play with me when he was a boy. To indicate past habits, we use here used to plus V1. Okay? Right, guys, here. Just go through the slides here. Go through the these here various tables and see the comparison and practice them once or twice and go through the explanation of these exercises and you will get some clarity. I'm sure this is the outcome I expect. Okay, thank you guys. Thank you, Kara.
Like, share and subscribe. Hit the bell icon for more updates.